Hello, everyone. This is your Master GongSun. Today, I'm going to talk a bit about my own journey, how I became a Taoist priest, and how that all ties into the law of fate and destiny. Now, in Chinese, excuse me, the back of my hand is tugging away at me. I'm leaning against it. Anyway, there is a saying in Chinese. I'll say it in Mandarin. 在世间难逃避命运. So, what does this mean? It means that in our mortal world, it's hard to escape from our fate and destiny. So, this is called 命运 in Mandarin. Let me start by telling you my own story. So, I was primarily raised in Canada, but I never felt happy there. I never felt like I belonged there. There was something about the whole multicultural aspect of Canadian society that didn't really appeal to me. I felt that some cultures were inherently conflicting with one another. I mean, if you value A and I value B, and those values are opposites, wouldn't there be constant conflict among people of the same country? Anyway, that's another discussion. In any case, I decided to come back to Asia against the wishes of my family. I didn't know what I would find here in Asia, but I did know that Canada wasn't really for me. I mean, don't get me wrong, Canada is good in certain aspects, but it's not for everybody. And I felt like I belonged here in Asia more. So I wandered around Asia, ASEAN specifically, Southeast Asia, for a good 10 years. And I learned a lot. But recently, there were two really important events that solidified my belief that I was right to come here. Number one, I met the love of my life here, and we will be getting married pretty soon. And another, through her, she took me back to her home village, and that's when I witnessed my very first supernatural experience in my entire life. I'll get more into this in other episodes, but for now, all you need to know is that I saw a ghost in her home village, and that made me turn to spiritual development and Taoism. As I was doing my research, I mean, it didn't necessarily have to be Taoism. I was interested in Western magic for a while, like the Golden Dawn. What else is there? Aleister Crowley. But then I realized, hey, the Kabbalah too. But then I realized, I mean, I'm already fluent in two Chinese dialects, Mandarin and Cantonese, and that's the liturgical language Taoism uses. So I might as well just go deeper into this. And growing up, I had watched a lot of popular movies of 1980s and 90s Hong Kong that had really cool Taoist priests, using the talisman, we call it Fu in Mandarin, to stop the hopping corpses, to stop the ghosts and the demons. So I thought, might as well. Anyway, my point is that if I hadn't come here, I never would have met the love of my life, and therefore, through her, I never would have seen my first ghost, and therefore, I probably would have never become a devoted Taoist priest. So this is why I believe that there are no accidents in life. There are no random events. There are no coincidences. Whatever happened to you, good or bad, it had to happen. Let me repeat it again. Whatever happened to you, good or bad, it had to happen. And, some people, sure, I mean, they had such terrible stuff happen to them. I have a friend who is the son, rather, of an abusive mother and a negligent father with the mental capacity of a 10-year-old. But he grew up okay, and even though he had a traumatic past, he is who he is today because of it. I mean, his horrible past, and it was quite horrible. I'll tell you about it some other time, but it made him who he is, and he would not be as strong or as resilient today without his abusive mother and negligent father. Anyway, everything is meant to be. So if you guys are feeling down or lonely or depressed or just feeling awful, just repeat this mantra to yourself. Everything is meant to be. All is good, all is right here, right now. Everything is meant to be. All is good, all is right here, right now. Anyway, until next time, this is your Master GongSun signing out. And remember to adhere to the Tao.